Okay. Okay. Hey, hi. How goes it? Me wingish ni bay, majanki quay. Twig breath, water, medicine woman, friendly, freaky ass, medicine woman. Oh, that's beautiful divine being right here. Welcome, you beautiful divine beings. Right here, too. Yeah. It's a little earlier today, so a little darker in my room. And, yeah. Oh, I got something in yesterday. I ordered one of these, and it really does glow in the dark. Suicide awareness bracelet. This was an infinity bracelet from Mama G. I got it from Gina from the Love Links. Part of my upline. I apologize to her. Became an inactive agent. And she, you know, I know she believes in me, you know. And I just, with all this stuff that I'm going through, I will get into that because I've always loved the Love Links. That of course wasn't the Love Links before. When I was doing it, it was the undercover wear, bedroom magic, undercover care, all that. Ways to get in touch with yourself and love yourself. Get in touch with yourself in any way you need to. Right? Love your body. Right? But see, but listen to all this. Like, look at this. Apparently, it's one of their most popular. And it's not even the sexual product. Look at that. It's stimulating gel. Well, that sounds like it. No, it's sweet peppermint, so good. But revival. That's what it is. Revive. I'm saying this exclamation point. That's an exclamation point, not an L. So it's not revival. Revive. Stimulating gel, the body gel. But oh, see, I haven't even opened up my packages. So, right, the rest of it's in here, my tiny little kit. I went from this giant toolbox. I have all these lingerie and stuff from, and the pajamas, and dresses and stuff from when I was doing it before. So, I can, you know, anybody's interested in that. Well, I don't. How it goes with the online shows or whatever. I like in person. I love to see your faces. I don't know how to do the Zoom meetings, things like that. It's stuff that I can learn, but right now my brain just doesn't have the capacity for it because I'm going through, it's like crisis. Others are going through stuff too. I'm not the only one, especially at these times, right? But what's going on in my family doesn't really have anything to do with what's going on in the world. Kind of does, though, actually. Really, it's a smaller scale of what's going on in the world. Those having power and control trying to paint pictures. They're not true, yet people are believing the pictures that they are painting. The words that they're saying, because they're saying them much louder. Anywho, right? Well, maybe I should put this out there. Anybody knows anything about the story going on in my life? Did they hear from me? Where'd they hear from? Where'd they hear what's going on in my life? Where have you heard what's going on in my life? It's not all about me anyway. About me and you. I don't know, I was thinking this is like within Wednesday. Should we make a Wednesday like doing the tree and, you know, getting centered in the week, centered in ourselves? I kind of like that idea, so maybe we'll go on with that. I'm still in so much pain. So much things to do. So that's why I like starting my mornings out this way, calling in, gathering myself all together, connecting with my source, who's with me all the time. Like, and I don't even know, I'm in constant dialogue, and sometimes it comes out my mouth, but I like talking. Right? So, anyways. Let's call in all of our directions. Oh. There's so much pain. It's okay. Oh, okay. Calling in all of our directions and energies from the east, past the loop, past. Find a way to keep with path of illumination and clarity. Place of fire, place of man. Calling in all of our energies from the south, the waters, the emotions, the innocence, the child. Calling in all of our energies from the west, that's the physical, the woman, the earth, place of introspection. Calling in all of our energies from the north. Tired. Wisdom years, you need to take a nap, right? We go back to nap time as we get up to those wisdom years. Right? The air, the mental. Right? We go from the south where we have to have nap time. That's true. We need to respect that sacred space. So we're growing up. We need to learn respect for other sacred space. Was our sacred spaces respected when we were littles? Not always. And not always, right? And even now, right? We've swung too much the other way. Right? Where we have these kids are so innocent, yet but we don't make them accountable for anything that they're choosing to do when they know differences, right? Anyways, so we go from childhood, the nap days, all those beautiful nap days, up into adulthood, to our wisdom years, where, hey, we should have a nap again. We know to rest this body, right? And we work from our integrity impeccably, right? We know who we are. We know our morals and values and our beliefs, and we work based off of that, right? It's our intentions. Do we do things with intention or for attention? So that's the integrity, and look at that and do it impeccably. Are you doing it with the intention? Do you take actions with intentions for help, or do you take actions for attention? Do you do those kind of things for attention, or just the intention to add more love and kindness in the world? I don't know. East to west is the setting sun, and the road of spirit, the blue road of spirit. And spirit is always with us. It's us that disconnects from our source. Our source is always there for us. Always. We disconnect from those things. We disconnect from our supports, or sometimes we get loyal to the wrong people, the wrong things, situations, whatever, right? Because the dog will be loyal even to that master that beats it. You know, the dog is loyal, will not bite the hand that feeds it. And look at what we do as humans. What is it? Where do your loyalties lie? Is it to that spirit within you, and to take care of that earth, right? Loyal to the spirit that gave you life and the earth that sustains it? I don't know. East to west, the blue road of spirit. Dolphin breath. I've been doing that lots. It helps. Have you tried it for yourself? Like I invite you, whether you want to study the science or whatever, the best way to figure out if it's going to work for you, give her a try. All right. Above, below, and within. And you know what? I am going to, before I get these all pulled out, so I'll make it a little quicker when I bring out the Medicine Woman Tarot cards for confirmations on that. Ouch. I'm going to have these, just going to line them up now with the rest. And then I can just grab them after and start getting the messages because they're already lined up. Calibrated. With our cards here, get the clarifying messages, right? It's that offering of love. What do you have? What's the love you have to offer? What's inside of you? Let's not keep it inside. It's meant to be shared, poured through you. Don't hang back, hold back. It's enough for everyone to go around. Yes, 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 there is, right, to you. A heart. Okay. Well, we're having those right there. Set them right there. They's ready to go. Okay. Right. All right. Whirling Spirit. This is the card in the east. Whirling Spirit. Key to unlocking your spiritual talents and stuff. Okay. East card, East card. Whirling Spirit in the east. Right, we're doing the Moonlodge, the inward tree. We've done that. There is a tree spread, the peace tree spread. We've done that too. But no, because we're going in the middle. I'll do that again. Whoa, okay, 10 minutes in. Here we go, picking those first. The East. 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 Okay. Now it knows what the cards are. So for me to go through time, because then the kids get up, so it's not about that. Rushing through it. Self feelings and emotions. True feelings and emotions. Situation or person. West. Dream within. The dream. The dream within. The dream that you'll be dreaming. North. Wisdom you may or may not have recognized in yourself. There's inner wisdom right there. Okay, and then in the center we have the true self card. Knowing the true self knows without could never, again, deceive you, right? That's where we're getting. To know who we are is so important in this time, especially. Know who you are. What do you stand for? Not what you're against. Let's say we're for. Enough with this against. Where does against get us? Against. Ow. Because now it's going like this. We're against. We need to open up and embrace all our beauties and differences and how beautiful that is, right? And live in peace. We're all needed here, okay? We're all needed here. Ha ha. Okay, so know that true self within, knowing you. And we're not going to be able to, because we're also not going to take it from anybody else, because we know who we are. Right? We don't need to take from somebody else. We don't need to bring somebody else down. We don't need to, feel like we got to knock somebody else down. They can't shine. Because we're shining. Dim your light. I'm trying to shine mine. That's not how it goes. Okay. So then we got these. Top and bottoms, right? That victory. That's how we reach that victory in our own lives, right? We become the leaders in our own lives. And we look at those little victories. How far we've come, right? We don't keep going forward and then trying to look back, right? We're going to trip. We're going to stumble. Stop. Take a look back and see how far you've come. Rest. Take some time to celebrate that victory and who you are. The more you get in touch with yourself, right? As you're becoming that leader in your own life, there's a victory right there. When we see through the illusions, when we see past what people are putting up there because they wish to control us. What if you don't believe it? Like, we're not, we're innocent here, but we weren't all born yesterday, That's why we get in touch with ourselves and we know. We're in touch with our integrity. We're leading in our own lives. We let that source lead us, and we're tapped into our truth detectors and stuff, so we know when somebody's trying to pull the wool over our eyes. We're all responsible to figure that out for ourselves. We're all connected to that source. Every one of us is needed here. Every single human being is... What? Yes, essential. Yes, you are. Every single human being. Essential. You put these down. You can still kind of see the top setting. Leader in your own life. The Counting Kum is the... right? We're celebrating those victories. And in the East, okay? Oh, sure, I put my book under here and I want to read it. Whatever. Whirling Spirit. Okay, the keys to unlocking your talents and abilities. What's this in you? Is your intention. And what have we been talking about? This is a time to focus. Are we acting from our intentions and what we're intending to put out in the world? Are we acting and putting on a show for attention? What is it for? Right? Check inside you, that stamina. Because if we just keep going because we want attention, right? We're not going to be able to hold that out. Because we're not taking that deep dive into ourselves to see what those intentions are. What are we intending here? Or are we just going? Do we have no intentions? Is our intentions just to follow that crowd and not think for ourselves? Because that might be too hard. I don't know. I don't know what it is for you. Or we were trained not to think for ourselves, that we must count on somebody else because that's the people that want to use you. Want you to be dependent on them. So do you intend to be dependent on others, or do you intend to be self-sufficient, have your own stamina, renew your own energies, and just keep going? right? We get up again, we keep going. Out goes through a shopping, and we shake it off, and we keep going. What's that intention? You're trying to control everything and everyone around you. It's not possible, right? I get all confused when I do it the other east. So the east should actually come over here, right? Would that be east for you? I don't know. Is that going to be east for you? Ouch, it hurts. Never eat shredded wheat. I know I did this one day and I watched it back and I'm like, I got myself all confused. But we start over at this one. That's the start, right? Then we go to the north and then we go like this. Well, that would be clockwise anyway. Makes sense. Too much overthinking. Too much. Okay. So, right? That's stamina. What are your intention these days and each day? Do you make an intention for the day? Do you connect with your source every day? To yourself, right? You're going to be the leader in your life every day. What is your true feelings on this situation? Person, place, whatever this is. If you're thinking of something specific, whatever that is in this life that we're dealing with right now, we all need to take that time to retreat. So many of us are, rah, 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 and speaking out before we even know, before we even have all the information. And we take a stance, and then all of a sudden, are you able to retreat and look at another's point of view, or look at maybe some facts that are placed in your face of your opinions? I don't know. Are you able to retreat and say, oh, wait, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I made a mistake here. Whatever that is, are you able to retreat and look at yourself for that? Are you able to look at yourself and see, did I cross some boundaries? Do I have boundaries? Do I need to put some firm boundaries? Retreat. Who's respecting my boundaries? Who's upset that I have them? Right? Because somebody who's upset with your boundaries are ones that are benefiting from them. And those that want to control us, want to keep us sheltered, want to keep us within, want to have these very strong boundaries around us so we don't open up to anybody else, right? And they can keep doing whatever they want all around the town, whatever that is for you. So it's time to retreat and look at what are your boundaries, and hey, what's your limits? And are your boundaries keeping you in, or are they helping you to expand and adding into the world's expansion too? And all that stuff that we are learning. So here, I'll put them on this one maybe, right in there, because we're going to have a middle card. Right? Okay, so those boundaries, we're retreating. We're taking a look inside before we go over here to the dream within the dream card. This is how we can bring it all in. We need to take a look and see if our dreams are just superficial. Is it just for material? Or is it for the highest of all, right? Are we just in this for ourselves? Or are we in there shared with all, right? So that's how we get in touch with that hour of power. We do a little bit. Look inside to find what that passion is. Do that connection to your source, to your soul, to the earth, right? Connect it all, that ritual of joy, whatever that is for you, you're mixing it up. And how does that shine through you, right? And what you're doing now, are you feeling joyful in it or not? Is it leading you closer to your purpose? Is it leading closer to your inner peace, right? Inner peace is in conflict. There can be conflicts, how we resolve those. These two come up before. I don't even take them from beside each other's. But when we're looking, what is that dream we are dreaming? Right? This is the dream within the dream card. Are you dreaming it just for yourself? Are you feeling joyful just for yourself? Or are you all alone? Or isn't it more fun to be shared and spread around? Right? Because we're all dreaming this. What are we adding into that world? Are we dreaming in those fears? Are we dreaming in the place where, some are controlled but we are free? Because that's not how it works, right? Are we dreaming that things are just going to go back to normal? Because what was that normal? That was horrible normal, okay? That wasn't accepting of all. You're dreaming of things that are fair for all. But let's we can only do it within our own lives. So what are you doing in your own life? Take a look. What are the dreams that have already come true? right? The little tiniest one, even the littlest tiniest one. Like I dreamt of getting that perfect parking spot and I got it, right? We can celebrate that. Woohoo! Woohoo! Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Mother Earth. Like right on. Right? The more we do that, the more is brought to you and the more you have to be thankful for. Because we choose our focus. What are you dreaming into being? You don't think you have an effect in this earth? Woo-hoo, yes you do. We all do. We all do. The greatest power we have is the power to change our minds. What? Right? Are you so hooked up in this dream that didn't come true? Right? That you don't see anything else that's there for you? I don't know. Are we dreaming because, oh, it's the American dream, so we all must have the same dream? We don't all have the same dreams. It's a beautiful thing, right? We don't all have the same dreams. What is yours? What is that dream coming through you? The dream within the dream. What is your dream? Dreaming of a peaceful world, or is it something just for you? Is it going to help others too? There's the wisdom, wasn't that? In another one we did. Wasn't that the last one? That's our true wisdom, is being in touch with our innocence. Seeing all as innocence. We're all learning as we go. We're all human beings here. So we need to get in touch with that inner child. Keep those inner children safe. That is completely our job as adults. Now, we are responsible for our inner children and those elder children. Whether we have actual children or not, we are still responsible to help take care of these children, to take care of this earth for those future generations, right? That's our job. Yes, it is. Anything else is a distraction from that. Anything else is a distraction from that. If we are not looking within, it's a distraction. They want us diverted outwards. They want us to be like the naive children that will follow blindly because, hey, you know, the adults know the best, so we just need to do what they tell us to do. Diversion, diversion, diversion. If we're all kicking and screaming and acting like children too. So the wisdom in that, we need to keep that playful heart, but we need to act from those places of wisdom. We don't let the little take the driver wheel of the bus, right? We don't let the kids drive the vehicles. Like, hello. So we need to help teach them to be the leaders in their own lives, right? To make up their own minds and still maintain that innocence. But innocence is not stupid. Innocence is not ignorance. Okay? So, yeah. The diversion, anything else, you know, is a diversion from that. That's our inner wisdom inside of us all. We're all babies here. We're all learning as we go. And we're all getting caught up and pulled in distractions. So much is pulling for our attention. Over here, you need this, you need that. Right? We have so many others telling us what we need. We all need to get in touch with ourselves. That's a distraction. It's time to get inside. Inside. What do you need? Now, when somebody tells you you need, what do you need? Who are you? You know who you are better than anybody else, okay? Anybody, human bodies, okay? Right? That's that sacred part. There we go. We respect ourselves. We teach people how to treat us. We treat others the way we want to be treated. Golden rules, right? There's that thin thread in every religion and belief. If you look, it's there. That's where you find the truth. It's not loud. You got to look for that thread going through everything. That's where you find the truth. It is very subtle. It's not shouting out, hello, here's my song and dance. The truth is over here. I'm the truth. I'm the truth. I'm the truth. No, if it's doing that, it's probably not the truth. It just wants you to believe it is the truth, you know? So it's going to do this. Shine and dance so you don't see that line. Because it goes, put all this stuff. Because this is just a little line. Right? Still a quiet, small voice. That's why we need to slow down that aggression. We don't need to aggressively pursue our best lives and all that, you know, step on everybody else and blah, 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 right? We do this once we respect ourselves. We release that aggression. We become assertive, because look at this aggressiveness. Everybody's fighting and fighting and fighting. Nobody's here to put it out, you know. You know that Spirit's got your back. When we need to, we can call on that. It is there, but we do the assertiveness. Because we just stand our ground. That's what we need to be aggressive about. Holding our ground, respecting our sacred space and that of others, right? We all belong here. We all deserve to be here. We're all sacred beings. Our own little medicine wheels, but we are the center of our own medicine wheel. Okay? Everybody is the center of their own medicine wheels, right? And we all join and we keep this world turning. Actually, we don't, do we? No, it turns on its own. It doesn't need us. Nothing here needs us. Everything was here before us human beings. So let's respect our place on this earth. Okay? Right? Let's not get aggressive. There is no more need for that aggression. How am I going to make those stand right there? Right? Because that's your central cards. I'm going to put these down here then. Whoop, something's falling. Put those there. That's your central card. That's your true self. Your true self is a sacred space. That you is a sacred space. And if we'll protect it. If need be, we can get aggressive. That aggressive time, like today. It is Remembrance Day. Because there was a time. And those all young men were convinced that they had to fight too. Maybe they did. We weren't there in that, but I remember one of the stories I remember to take with me through all that in school and learning about the world wars and things. One thing stuck with me the most was, and I don't know which one it was, but over the Christmas time, they had stopped a war, and for a while, both sides came out, they put their weapons down, they came in, they had like a soccer game or something in the middle of the battlefield. The opposite sides coming together. Because those men, each of those soldiers, they didn't want to fight each other. They had nothing against the other side. They were being told by their leaders that other side is less than human. That other side needs to go down. Because if that other side don't go down, they're going to come get us. We need to get them before they get us. Right? So look at that. Where's that aggression? Where's that gotten us? Do we need to continue that way? Hang on just a second. Yeah, my daddy came in. Excuse me. So, yeah, so do we want to continue that? Look at that. And it was made to be so cool that you had young boys saying that they were older, so as children. We say we want to remember our men, our veterans. They weren't men. They were little boys. Listening to their leaders. You know, look at how much more we put into weapons of mass destruction and stuff like that. What is that? What's the point? Right? What's the point in building a weapon that can, like, take out the friggin' world? What is the point? Let's make stronger, more powerful weapons. How about more peaceful, empowered, gentle people? There's no need. There's no need for this fighting anymore. Right? We need to take our boundaries in our own selves of what we're going to deal with, and what we accept, because we need to make choices. We vote people into power that are there to take advantage of us. We get caught up in the smoke and mirrors, and we don't know the truth. Right? How do we know the truth? We don't know anybody in power personally. Do you? Maybe you do. I don't know. I don't know. Apparently Trump's wife watches. Or watched him one time. I don't know. Okay, right. We've already got these lined up. So we're looking to this east, this intent. What is that intention going out there? That's steadfast mind. Because when we know our true self, right, we're in our focus. And if we're all focusing on that same thing, that peaceful world, we're all giving from that full cup. We're all honoring our Creator and our Mother Earth, those sources that gave us life and sustain our lives. Right? We're seeing, we're breaking these. We don't need those weapons. Right? We can break them, toss them away. Because if we have weapons, well, what? We're going to want to use them, aren't we? Right? So then are we going to create wars just because, wow, we made this weapon, we want to see how it works, let's go use it. I mean, come on, we're human beings. We kind of get caught up in those things. Right? So we have to keep that steadfast mind, because our minds, our primitive brain is made to think of the negative. That's to keep us safe. So we don't need all this anymore. So retreat and see what are we still fighting for? And how long can we carry on this way? Is it sustainable for the long haul? Well, that steadfast mind focusing. What are you focusing on? What is your intention? And refocus to that intention. You feel yourself getting pulling off, whatever. Refocus. What is my intention here? Is what I'm doing lining up with my intention? Is what I'm doing just to get me some attention? Right? Diversion. Right, I sit here, that's a diversion for me to help me to refocus if I need to. And then we go to the south, right? That's our when we retreat and checking out our boundaries. The south retreat, checking out our boundaries. What is that telling us? We need to listen to our hearts. Right? We've been told our hearts are evil. Don't listen to your heart. But we need to check in, right? And our minds and our hearts, and then drop it down into that gut. Drop it down into that gut. We're listening to our heart, right? Listening to our minds. And then we're feeling it. We listen and we feel. And then we make that decision and let it flow out from our heart. We decide down here and then let it flow out from our heart. Listen to your heart and the others. We offer from that heart. We offer from that full cup. So if we don't take that time to retreat, we won't, right? If we don't listen, take a step back, we won't know when our boundaries are being crossed. We won't know when we're actually being taken advantage of, and we're just letting our boundaries go and going, here you go, control me. Here you go, control me. Here you go, control me. So listen to your heart. Have a steadfast mind. Listen to your heart. It will tell you your true feelings on anything. Right? Everybody is innocent. That's why that love. The heart loves purely, loves his parents no matter what. Loves unconditionally. We guard it. We can block it with our minds, but drop down into that gut. Retreat. Retreat to you. Review those boundaries and stuff, okay? And then we go over to that introspection, the dream within the dream, that hour of power. What are we dreaming? Is it just for ourselves? Is it superficial? Or is it something that will benefit all? The more we tap in and tune into our own selves and our own vibes and our own rhythms, we're out there spreading that around and doing that dance of harmony with everybody else. Right? That's wow, right? Imagine the power in that. Everybody's doing that. Everybody's giving. Okay, that one flipped away. The giveaway. The giveaway. This one all flipped up, and there's just one on the floor. It's face down, but we're going to bring it up too. Be the keeper of the earth. It's giving away. We're giving back that 5 of stones. We need to make the changes. Normal was not normal. This is not okay. We choose our normals. We made normal. We made that normal. So what are we going to make a new normal? That we give away? Everybody gives from a full cup. We don't need to fight for anything. The time for peace is now. That doesn't mean we're always going to agree, but we can disagree peacefully. We don't need to fight because we disagree. Right? We're each all given our own minds and free wills and bodies and spirits, We need to remember that. We need to remember that. And the giveaway, we're giving away from our bounties. We're celebrating. We're dancing in harmony, knowing that everybody belongs here. We're celebrating our uniqueness. We're celebrating our differences. And that's what makes us the same, because we're all so different and unique, that we're so much the same. We're also different and unique. Right? Be a keeper of the earth and recycle that waste. We're learning to transmute these poisons instead of continuing to whine. I've been poisoned. I've been poisoned. I've been poisoned. Look at the poison in the world. Look at get rid of the poison. Blah, 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 whatever that is. Right? Do we keep dreaming about that waste? Or we keep dreaming of getting in touch with that passion and what we have to give away? Do we keep dreaming of our talents and keeping that bigger picture in hand? Are we dreaming with that pure heart? From our innocence? Are we dreaming from that innocence that anything is possible if we just believe? Right? What is that for you? What is that for you, right? So then we go up into that inner wisdom that we can see when there is a distraction. We can catch on to those distractions. They distract us no more because we've got that steadfast mind. We're listening to our hearts. You know, we're finding our true center and who we are. And that innocence, that wisdom that's there. That we may not have known about. Maybe you did know about this wisdom you have in you. Maybe you didn't. All right, with that wisdom to see everybody as innocent, okay? We take responsibility for our own lives. We become the leader in our own lives. And we save ourselves. We don't save ourselves, right? No. We listen. We get in touch with that intuition, right? Steadfast mind. Listen to your heart. Drop it into your intuition. The infinity within you. That's the moon. That's where the truth becomes revealed. Sometimes it happens in that dream time state. Right? What were we dreaming when we were a child? How did we get distracted from that? We wanted to paint. No. What are you doing coloring all the time? Right? So what was that? Let's return to that innocence. What do you want to be when you grow up? Right? If something's throwing you off, see what that is telling you inside. How are you being distracted and pulled away from your own dreams, your own thoughts, using your own mind, trusting your own intuition, being told what you should believe? That we should all be the same. Step in line, step in line. Everybody step in line, step in line, step in line. Oh, Mary Poppins. All right, okay. Love Mary Poppins and bed knobs and broomsticks. This is what we need more, where the kids can use their imaginations and explore the depths of their own minds. No, that sounds scary, doesn't it? True, no, these little beings need to be able to explore who they are themselves, to experiment, to try different masks and clothes and play with all different sorts of toys. You know, it's that free play. Free play. There's so much to be learned. Oh, I got chills. Free play. I love you. Have a great day. Yeah. So much to be learned in free play, and that's been all taken away, huh? Pretty much. So in that center, that true self, right? We know who we are. Swim in the eternal light, the totem pole is that love of who you are. Swim in that eternal light and love of your creator. Your creator loves you. Mother Earth loves you, right? They give you life. They sustain your life. And what do we do with that life? Do we appreciate that life that we've been given? Do we respect that little sacred space, these bodies? We don't know. Maybe there's reincarnation, maybe not. We don't know. What if this is the only one that we get? So why not take care of it? Right? Let's not base, okay, well, I'm just going to blow this lifetime because I can make up for it in the next lifetime. Whatever that is, because sometimes in believing those things, we don't put our best forward here, right? Then our dreams are just more superficial and they're not for the all. Maybe. I don't know. What is that for you? Are you aggressively trying to prove who you are? Let's just be who we are. Everybody just be who they are, right? And all our needs are there. We don't need to take from anybody. We don't need to take from anybody. But if we got something to give, right, we can be open to receive. We give that away. So we don't need to take because there's always somebody giving away what we need. So why go take it from somebody else when there's somebody else there giving it away, right? Again, right? We might have lists and, oh, this one matches my list. Or wait, this guy or girl, whatever, this person would be perfect if only. Well, maybe that's not the one for you. Look at that. Let's cleanse that out. I think these things just fell forward here. Let's cleanse that then. That person has to look a certain way or be a certain way, right? We got to change this one that's in front of us. Because, I don't know if I'm going to get another chance. I don't know if I'm going to meet somebody else again. So let's purify those thoughts, okay? And that if we have lists or whatever, the one that's meant for you is going to match and complement your energies. There's no need to force it. If we're trying to force it in any way, right? If we're not accepting that person wholly, fully as they are, not, you know, hey, I don't expect you to change at all, right? I'm going to love you as you are. That's not unconditional love. If it's, oh, you know, oh, wait, I can train him. I can train her. No, we need to accept as we are, right? The basic survival. Everybody's done what they needed for basic survival. We've done that. We've survived. Look, humanity has survived for so long. It's not, we have ample supplies, more than enough just for our basic survival. But there are others, there's diversions that we don't. We need more. But we don't. It's all there. It's all here. Right? We have enough. Just as our own human being, we're given everything we need to take care of our own needs, to find our own basic survival. But that's why it's nice to share it out, right? Because we can make so much stuff, and what can we do with it then? Right? We can eat so much food, but then the food is going to go bad. So we need to share it around. That's why we need others there. It's just too much for one person. Right? Without for that bounty, because that earth is eternally fertile. There is more than enough for every single one of us. More than enough for every single one of us. But there are those who would like us to come to them for it all. To think that they're the ones that have the bounty. We have to go to them, humble ourselves to other human beings to say, can you help me to take care of my basic needs? Please, because, you know, my basic needs aren't as important as your basic needs. Whatever that is, right? My basic needs aren't important as your luxuries. Because really, right? It's about control and about greed. It's a little of both. There's a lot more deeper things going on there, so we all need to look beyond, right? Be the leaders in our own minds, and we're not going to follow because we feel like we have to, like there's no other choice. You always have a choice. You always have the power to choose. You are a free will being, just like me, just like everybody. Let's turn that down a little bit so you can see a little bit more of that up there. Okay, looking at me, 3 trees with their signals. Smoke signals, the intentions, right? If you don't have an intentions, you're going to be pulled off with your diversions, right? There we go. That's 23 and a 23. So if you don't have that intention, you're going to be easily diverted. You're going to be easily pulled off course. You're going to be easily led by somebody else. Have an intention. What is your intention in this world? Love you. Biggest heart hugs ever. Thank you for being you and shining your light through in everything you do. Go offer your cup of love, my friends. Put it all out there, my friends. Let's live from that peace and love within. Love you. Thank you. Have a wonderful, blessed day.